What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another War Thunder pilot video. This is Worcestershire, and today I just wanted to talk to you about the BF-109 E-4. This is one of those planes that I got years ago, and maybe I flew it a couple times and I didn't like it, so I just moved on to the next plane, trying to get up to the BF-109 F4s. And, I sort of recently rediscovered this thing and realized how good of a plane this is, just all around good at everything. The flight performance is amazing. It has excellent energy retention in both the vertical and the horizontal. I mean, you can get into prolonged turn fights and not lose too much of your speed. Yeah, right here, these two enemy players are kind of going after our bots, and they're flying like bots themselves, so they were easy kills. This plane has two 20mm cannons, which is pretty good for 3.0, but it doesn't have a whole lot of ammo. And I find I usually can maybe have 2 engagements and then I have to reload, sometimes one. That's a bit of a downside, but if you can get your guns on target, they slap. Yeah. I ran out of ammo here trying to get that C1. And then I noticed a bunch of enemies getting close, so I decided I'd better extend away, try to get my speed back up and reload. I'm just trying to see how many of these guys do I have to deal with and trying to decide whether or not I want to turn around and when to turn around. Looks like the P400 broke off. That 109 is breaking off, so I decided to turn around and engage. I've got a JU-87, a TBD, and an F2A. So instead of just turn fighting the closest one, I wanted to bypass them and then force them all to start turn fighting me. And now I just want to take out one of them as fast as possible, just so that instead of a 1v3, it's a 1v2, which is much better. And you can see I'm rudder turning this whole engagement. And boom. Now it's a 1v1. And it was pretty quick work with these three. You might be thinking, oh yeah, well, TBD, F2A, easy dogfights, but reality, both of those planes on the right hands can turn pretty well. So here I am in a different match. This is on the map called Falkland Islands, and I absolutely hate this map, especially for props. It's just too big. Everyone's really spread out, and it's hard to kind of get yourself in a area where you can engage people continuously. I find I get a couple kills, then I have to fly for 10 minutes to, maybe not 10, but I have to fly for a long time before I can get any more kills. This plane does really well at high altitude, so I was trying to stay up here and just try to entice people to come up after me, and then I could just use this plane's superior energy retention to kind of just energy fight people. But that wasn't really happening. So, I found myself getting closer to their spawn, trying to find somebody to dive on. I see a couple of stragglers here, so I dive down. And that 190 immediately pulls up for me. I miss with the head on, and then start turn fighting with them. And I'm easily able to kind of line up a shot here, but I miss. And then all of a sudden there's a ME410 also here. I try to extend away, but this 190 is immediately on me and I have to turn. And so now I'm in a 1v2, and I can see on the minimap there's more coming. So I'm like, I gotta kill something as fast as possible. I already have engine damage. I can see that's not good. Here, I'm just trying to stay out of the guns with this 190, and boom, I get him. Now all of a sudden there's a Yak 1B. I didn't realize he was on me that close. As I'm engaged in the 1B, I see there's a C-205 coming. Just a never-ending outnumbered situation here. You can see I'm able to kind of keep maneuvering. I mean, we're both kind of going down to keep our energy up. This Yak 1B continually sort of hammerheads down, loops down to avoid me, and now we're as low as we can possibly get on this map, and he can't really do that move anymore, but I'm getting peppered, and now I can finally line up a shot. But my speed's pretty low, and my engine's damaged. I'm kind of in bad shape here. So I'm just trying to, I've got, my guns are reloading, so I'm just seeing if I can make it through this, but eventually get taken down. But I mean, I think that whole scenario right there really illustrates kind of how good this plane is. The maneuverability is amazing. The rudder is very responsive. I just love the rudder turning capabilities in this plane. Here I'm flying the Japanese premium version of the plane. It's the BF-109 E-4. It's the exact same plane. This little engagement really shows how good the energy retention is in this plane, and like I can keep going at really low speeds without stalling, and that really helps me get through this situation. So here I'm going against two Spitfires, a Mark 2B and a Mark 5B, both higher BRs, both very capable turn fighters. Going against these two Spitfires at high altitude, I just keep trying to spiral climb to stay out of their guns, and in the process we're all losing more and more speed, but my 109 is able to kind of stay aloft and maintain control even at really low speeds. And in this situation, it's really low speed, close quarters, and you can see that the rudder turning is still very responsive, and I'm able to line up a shot. So yeah, I really enjoy flying the BF-109 E-4. It really shines as a high-altitude energy fighter using boom and zoom tactics, but it's also a very capable dogfighter at lower altitudes or any altitude. You can even out-turn Spitfires and other dedicated turn fighters. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please give it a like and let me know what you think in the comments. Take it easy, everybody. I will catch you in the next one.